Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 23 of the weekly update. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. So this week is a bit different. It wasn't very long a time ago that I recorded the previous video because it was late, so I haven't been able to do too much stuff. Also, the coming week will be very different because I've talked about this before, but not a lot of working will be happening. I will go up to Norway and the top of Sweden to summit some mountains and just enjoy the outdoors. The goals for this week will be a bit different. The first thing I want to talk about is sort of a reflection which I had, and it's to the period which I've talked about for a couple of last weeks, where I felt like I was in a bit of a worse period, where I wasn't getting much done, where I wasn't feeling as well, and just in general not very good. But now that I reflected a bit on it, I've realized that it wasn't all bad. There are a couple of things that are good that which came out of that, and first of all, it's the creativity. In this period, I was extremely creative. I was producing and coming up with a lot of ideas. My brain was like ChatGPT, it was just generating so many new ideas. And this wasn't something I thought about when I was in this time. Just in general, a lot of things has been happening. A lot of things that I've put forward to this moment or not think about, and now I have to do them because I'm going away in just 2-3 days. And what I like to do when I get into this situation where I feel like there's too much information in my head just starts spinning and I can't focus, the stress just builds up. What I like to do in those situations is just to go out and just sit in silence and just breathe and think for a little bit and just try to find that calm space within you, and also have this one thought that all of this is going to sort itself out in some sort of way, and because it always does. You may not see any solutions right now, but in just a couple of days all of this will have sorted itself, and then looking back you don't want to say to yourself that I stressed so much, but it was unnecessary. I should have not really done that. Also been thinking about doing more videos like this, but not really like this. Mostly like doing longer formats videos or doing more YouTube videos, because now my main focus is on Instagram, but I feel like the short format, it's not really suiting me because I have a tendency to drag out a bit and do things in not like this super quick way. So I feel like this format of a bit longer videos could be maybe a bit more suiting. So like transfer sort of the content that I do on my Instagram but into a longer format. But now let's get into my goals for this coming week, which are going to be quite a bit different. My first goal will be to summit Kebnekaise, which is the tallest mountain in Sweden, and I think that I have underestimated how hard this is going to be. It's a bit of a challenge actually, and especially now this year because the weather has been really bad. Now it's summer here, but up there where I'm going it's still almost like winter, or all the trees have no leaves and it's really cold still. So I think that it can be a bit of a greater challenge than I once thought, and maybe it's not possible, but I want to give it my best try and do it. Another goal for this week is this whole trip actually. It's the challenge part of it. First of all, the challenge of doing hard things like summiting a mountain, that is hard, and trekking long distances every day. sleeping in a tent, that's going to be hard. But also the challenge of doing this whole thing alone or with just one friend. And a couple of years ago I think that I wouldn't do this. I think that I was too scared to do things sort of alone and to challenge myself, go very far away from home. But I think that it's a good challenge, and I've talked about this before. Always right before something I get a bit nervous. I think that is just a sign that this is something that you need to do, because obviously you want to do things that are hard for you. You want to expand, you want to grow, you want to seek discomfort. And my third and final goal for this week is to just reflect a bit. I will take this time to just think of things in sort of a larger scale, because once you're in something, once you're in this old groove, it's very hard to look from the outside. But now I'm going to be in a totally different environment and doing totally different things that I'm usually doing. So I think that I might be able to have some new insights on what I'm doing, some new direction setting, where I can see this whole situation from like an outside perspective, and ask myself questions like, is this thing that I'm doing, is it right? What do I need to do to accomplish my goals? What am I doing which I want to continue with? What should I cut out? Just ask myself some hard questions. It's a good time. Maybe I don't remember this because I'm too busy doing other stuff, but yeah, this is at least my hope, to be able to ask myself these questions. But that was everything that I got. Don't want to waste your time anymore. Until next time, take care and accomplish great things. Alright, I see you. Bye.